You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is BMORE Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? It's me, Lady T, and this is BMORE Lifestyle, live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Now, we've got a lot to talk about today, so let's get to it. Meteorologist Amy Aronson is here with us, along with our very own Tara Reeves, and of course, Captain Defense. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Hey.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. All right. So let me tell you, it turns out most Americans would rather do anything other than moving. A survey conducted by one poll found 45% of people said their most recent move was one of the most stressful things they ever experienced. Next in line, a breakup or divorce, or 44%. The top stress points of an independent move included moving their furniture through doors, closely followed by pivoting furniture up and down the stairs. And people who said they hired movers said it was worth every single penny. Look, I agree with this. I need to hear what you guys think, but I can't believe that they said moving was more stressful than a breakup, divorce. Have they never stubbed their toe on the side of a bed? That's stressful too. It hurts, it's painful, and it's stressful. Tara, start me off. What do you think?
Well, I've never been divorced, and I think raising kids was on the list as well. Never had any children, but to me, I think it's all in how you move. It's funny that they mentioned pivoting. Everyone knows that iconic Friends episode with Ross, and he's like yelling for everyone to pivot. Depending on how you go about moving, it can either be fun, you know, bring like a glass of wine and you'll get through it. Hiring movers, not that big a deal. I actually used to sell real estate and stage houses for a living, so I was constantly moving different furniture and different staging items. I didn't think it was too stressful. I feel like that's a bit extreme. I don't know though.
You got upper body strength. If you said wine and moving, if I'm wine and unpacking, there is absolutely no unpacking that's going to get done if I'm drinking wine and unpacking. Okay, Amy, what do you think?
So I just moved back in April, and I say it's going to be my last move ever. We'll see. But I have the best movers. My parents were awesome. That pivoting episode Tara was mentioning, that was like me and my dad trying to get a couch through multiple doors that wouldn't fit through any doors. So yeah, I lived it. It's tough, but worth it once you're settled. That's always the best part.
I could picture my dad being like, use your legs, Tiff. Use your legs. Captain Defense, what do you think?
Well, being as I've been in the military for 24 years and moved to 7 different countries, it can be a challenge. But one thing I've learned, you take stuff you don't want the moves to touch and put them in the bathroom and put a sign. Do not touch nothing in the bathroom so you won't lose anything. Or when you got big furniture, then you move into Japan, they got these small houses and your big stereo cabinet won't fit in there. So those are the challenges.
Oh my goodness, you sound like you've had a couple of issues moving. Okay. All right, well, we want you to tell it. Tell us your most stressful life events. Moving, going through a breakup, getting married, or is it something else? Head to foxbaltimore.com/vote and let us know, or go on the Fox 45 News app. Under Explore, you'll find the spot to vote. At the end of the show, we're going to see what everybody thinks. Also, let me tell you, Apple is expected to introduce a new line of iPhones on Tuesday after weeks of delays due to the pandemic. Multiple reports indicate Apple will unveil 4 new iPhones ranging in sizes up to 6.7 inches, which would be the largest screen yet. The invitation to the virtual event uses the phrase high speed, which hints that the new models take advantage of emerging 5G wireless networks. The launch could mean that Apple is joining the 5G revolution in a big way, although the high-speed networks are still being installed nationwide. What do you think about this? I mean, I can't believe iPhone has yet another phone, and we still don't have flying cars yet. I want to hear from Captain Defense. Talk to me.
Well, I think I'm on the 1G. We went from analog phones. But anyway, I like the new technology. I like the new technology. And,
you're not there yet. Okay.
The 3G when we went to went to web browsing, but I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I have an Android, but new technology, I embrace it, and I look forward to the challenge.
Oh my gosh!
Learning stuff.
Do you ever have service?
My kids will teach me.
Android users, y'all are tough. Do you ever have service, sir? Do you ever? Is your battery always low?
Yes.
Amy, tell me what you think, Amy.
So I forget what model phone I'm even on now, but the problem is what they do is they give you the updates and then your phone operates at like a slower pace.
Yes.
So they kind of force you to go with the update. And I know the latest updates slowed my phone down significantly. So we'll see what these new phones are.
Yeah, those updates always slow it down. Tara, what do you think?
Well, I'm excited about the new phone, but for a different reason. I'm always like one behind because I'm not trying to spend like $5,000 on a new phone that I'm going to drop and shatter. So currently the phone that I have is the iPhone 10. I've dropped it about 4 times, literally got 2 screens in a 1-week span. So now it's starting to like randomly select stuff and try and delete messages whenever I'm going through my phone. So I'm excited for the iPhone 12 so then I can get the iPhone 11.
Oh, so I hope Apple heard that. Tara needs a bounce back iPhone, an iPhone that bounces and not breaks.
I do.
All right, let me tell you, the Ravens are now 4-1 after a dominating win against the Bengals. The team won 27-3. There is only one division in the NFL with 3 teams that have 4 wins, and the Ravens are in that division. The Ravens are just under a third of the way done with the season already. The next game, Sunday at 1 against the Eagles. Ooh, oh my goodness. Yeah, my dad is an Eagles fan, so this is going to be a tough one. Captain Defense, tell me, what are you expecting to see?
Well, it was a good one. It was a good win yesterday, but we playing the Eagles, and they call it the NFC least because the Dallas Cowboys are in first place with 2 wins. But I look for the Ravens to take care of the Eagles.
He said I look for the Ravens to take care. My goodness. Oh, my father isn't listening. Amy, what do you think? What did you think about the game?
Yeah, it was a fun game yesterday. Easy, a nice big win for them. I'm from Philadelphia also, but I've become a Ravens fan because I've been here so long now.
Right.
But yeah, I've got family like you, Tiff, who are definitely going to be rooting for the other team.
We're going to be divided in my home. Tara, what's up? What do you think, girl?
Well, I'm excited to see the Ravens play well. Of course, the Bengals only having 1 win for the season. They have a great Joe Burrow at quarterback, but they didn't play down to the Bengals level. And another exciting thing that happened, Kansas City got their first loss yesterday. So now we see Pittsburgh in November. So I'm excited not to overlook the Eagles, but I do kind of agree the NFC least. I'm excited for the Steelers in November.
Oh, okay. But Ravens fans all day, okay? No shade, no shade. Well, thank you guys so much for chatting with me today and weighing in. We now know who was under the giraffe mask on The Masked Singer. This morning, hear the latest from that celebrity who was revealed. Also, organ donation can give the gift of life. Next, how a new festival is raising awareness for the importance of donations.
This BMORE Lifestyle segment is sponsored by the Living Legacy Foundation of Maryland.
November 13th through 15th is recognized as National Donor Sabbath. Organizations like the Living Legacy Foundation of Maryland are raising awareness to save and improve the quality of life of diverse communities through organ donation. This year, they'll be hosting their annual Donate Life Gospel Fest concert virtually. Here to talk with us today about this event is Latrice Price, Community Outreach Specialist for the LLF of Maryland, and actor and producer Palmer Williams Jr. Hello, welcome, Latrice and Palmer. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? What were you going to call me, Patrice and Palmer? I wasn't sure.
Look, don't put me out there. Look, I just got so excited about seeing your faces. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. All right, let's start off with Latrice. Tell me a little bit about what this National Donor Sabbath is.
National Donor Sabbath every year is tagged as is 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and it's during that time we have faith-based organizations minister to their congregations about the importance of organ, eye, and tissue donation, and also during that time encourage their congregation to sign up to become an organ donor, have that discussion with their family why it's important for them to become an organ donor.
Okay, so how does your organization celebrate National Donor Sabbath here in Maryland?
So here in Maryland, we choose to do a gospel concert at a church, a local church, and where we have some nice foot stomping and hand clapping with some some local choirs. And of course, this year we're going to be doing that virtual.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a wonderful event. So is that where you come in, Palmer?
Oh yes, I remind people that God has a sense of humor, and that I come in with the comedic relief as well as trying to keep the show going and keeping everybody kind of together to where we can actually not only just have a great time and enjoy some wonderful God-inspired music, but also to bring awareness to this ever-growing issue of tissue and organ donations. You don't realize how important it is until you're the person that's in need.
Right.
And we just want to be able to bring the awareness so that people will not necessarily be selfish, but allow life to continue through someone else that may not have been able to have it had it not been for the sacrifices that we make when we're going to that great getting up morning.
Right. Okay, Palmer, I'm a huge fan. So tell me, how can we find out more information about the event?
Most definitely, Latrice. No, Patrice Laumer.
I'm done with you. I can't. Tell me, how can we find out more?
Go to www.the-LLF as in Frank, that stands for the Living Legacy Foundation.org, and /Gospel Fest, and get it information there. Or you can go to, you can text Gospel Fest to 313131 to get more information there as well.
All right, hopefully.
Look, you may want to say that first one again, because you sounded like Roger Troutman from Zap on that first part.
www.the-LLF.org /Gospel Fest.
Okay, hopefully you guys pull out your phones and start texting. Latrice and Palmer, thank you so much for this hilarious interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you, beautiful. I look forward to doing this in person next year.
You better. Yeah. All right, till next time.
Yes, bye-bye. Thank you.
A hidden gem just a short drive away, the fun fall activities you can take part in at one of the best gardens in the country.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
Welcome back. Now get some inspiration for your pumpkin carving and enjoy some of your favorite fall activities at Ladue Topiary Gardens in Moncton. Emily Emmerich is the executive director of Ladue Topiary Gardens, and Sue Myers, the environmental educator at the gardens. Thank you for joining us today. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're great. Wonderful to be with you.
All right. So Emily, tell us about the gardens.
They're fabulous. One of Maryland's gems. We're 12 miles north of Towson, 22 acres of historic gardens with topiary, and a nature walk, which is about 1.5 miles long, and in season, the region's only native butterfly house.
Okay, so what is the Garden Glow?
Garden Glow has become very quickly our favorite event at Ladue. We had 4,000 people last year over 2 nights, I believe.
Wow.
It is usually a travel through the gardens, 500 pumpkins in the great glow in our hunt scene, and then artists, illuminated sculptures, and community pumpkins. This year, we're taking it virtual. So the community that has been here before is now carving pumpkins and submitting pictures of their pumpkins to us, and we're going to have a live community screening on the 24th of October where we can see what everybody's created.
Oh, okay, well, can you give us a quick demonstration?
I'm going to call Sue in for this because she is our pumpkin queen.
Okay, pumpkin queen, let's see it.
Okay, I don't know about a pumpkin queen, but I have done a few pumpkins, and these are, one of our colleagues did this one. This is, pretty simple, what everyone can do. This is what I love about Halloween and carving pumpkins. It's a temporary artwork, so everyone can try their hand at it, or they can get a little fancier. And this is one of the new yellow pumpkins that's out there now. And so I just had a thought of a skeleton, and with the Day of the Dead, the Mexican holiday coming up right around the time of Halloween, and we love butterflies here in the garden. So the monarchs represent the deceased souls of their ancestors coming back to visit them. It's a joyful celebration. So that's a really fun pumpkin. And then this one is still a little bit of a work in progress. So just a few tips on carving. Make sure you angle your top in when you cut so it doesn't fall in. I still have to go through and get rid of some of these stringies in here. And this is a technique where I'm peeling away, getting rid of some of the inside thickness so that when you peel certain areas, it's just going to be kind of a mellow light coming through as opposed to a direct light coming through a totally open area. Ooh. This is some of our topiary here, kind of a swirly shrub, and we have a Buddha topiary, and over here we have a little Scotty dog that greets you when you come onto our property.
That's so creative. Thank you so much. Sue, Emily, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. It's great to be there with you.
All right, so take in the beauty of the fall foliage. Meteorologist Amy Aronson is virtually taking us to some of the best spots to see the leaves change. Hey, Amy girl.
Hey, Tiffany. Yeah, we're not seeing much change locally yet, so I figured let's travel across the country and see where they are. So this image comes to us actually from out in Missouri. You can see some beautiful fall colors starting to show up there, lots of golden colors. This picture also comes from Missouri. You can see some reds, yellows, and oranges. And last but not least, this actually comes from north of here, up in New Hampshire. They are in the peak of their fall foliage season right now. Now let's take a look at what we are seeing currently. We're actually nearing peak locally, patchy to near peak, so you should start to see those colors start to peak as we head through the remainder of the weekend. Hopefully all that rain we're picking up this morning will actually help us out and add to those more vibrant colors. So we should start to see that as the week goes on. Now, if you're itching to rake those leaves, I would hold off for today. Everything is wet out there today, and I'm sure that rain brought some of those leaves down for you. But Tuesday and Wednesday, we're actually going to dry things out and warm things back up into the mid-70s both of those days. So later this week will be better for the outdoor activities and the yard work. And here's the reason why you want to hold off today. Those on and off showers will continue, so damp and dreary out there through the rest of the afternoon. The heavy rain is over, but it's just going to remain damp with some drizzle. So we are looking at that through day's end, not really drying out until late tonight and throughout your Tuesday morning. So here's that full 10-day forecast. The sun is back tomorrow afternoon, and after that we've got a dry stretch at least through Friday, a cooler weekend ahead of us with highs only in the low 60s. Back to you.
Well, the new season of The Masked Singer is well underway, and this morning we're lucky enough to talk with Brian Austin Green, better known as the Giraffe Mask. Welcome, Brian. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just want you to know that I guessed you correctly the first time, okay? That is a fact.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. I guessed it.
See, that's
clues.
That's what I would have expected from Robin, and so it was disappointing.
Oh, see,
I'm glad you did it.
See, I was so sad to hear, because I know you said you and Robin used to be in a group together, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were like best friends through childhood.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
We spent a lot of time together.
Oh man. Okay, so tell us, what was it like to be on the show?
It was really fun. It's a really cool show to be a part of. As a celebrity in a costume, it's very secretive. It's like a well-oiled machine over there. I mean, they've been doing this. You can tell they've been doing this long enough to have learned from whatever mistakes they've made. And they don't make mistakes anymore. I mean, they are really on top of it. And now, being one of the first shows back with the pandemic and everything, and learning from that, they've really done a good job. It was really well handled. Everything. It felt really safe. And it was nice to get out of the house.
Okay. Okay. So now, what's your favorite part of the show?
The unveil, honestly.
Okay.
You spend all this time leading up to that, in front of the panel and performing and not being able to speak, which as an actor, as a professional narcissist, we love to speak. So to not be able to speak was hard. You know, having to mime everything. So it was nice when the mask came off to then be able to speak to everybody and say hi and be heard and not feel, at that point, not feel like, okay, my identity, I need to keep it a secret for everyone, because literally the crew, camera operators, director, everyone, nobody knew who was in the costume.
Oh, wow. So who's your favorite character on the show? Which mask is your favorite?
I think the one that really stood out to me is Sun. She just has an amazing voice. She has an amazing energy to her. We would wave to each other every once in a while because that's all you can do in a costume. But she just had a really nice energy to her. So I'm really curious to see who it is.
Honestly, Brian, thank you so much for joining us. We cannot wait to see who's next to go. You can watch The Masked Singer Wednesday nights at 8 on Fox 45. Thanks, Brian. And we wanted you to tell it. What was your most stressful life event? Moving, going through a breakup, getting married, or is it something else? Okay, so 67% said something else. Wow, that's kind of shocking. Well, Baltimore, thank you so much for inviting us into your home. We'll see you tomorrow.